Would solve a big problem.
That's plausible, and I think a lot of that goes into really the realm of how much people really are interested in understanding that kind of diversification and allowing the community that does know that really, take the lead and initiative and show other people what that's about.
I feel threatened by this presidency.
Oh, that's interesting.
When President Trump got elected as president, I was scared. Even though I had not a reason to be, because I'm legal here, power becomes scary in hands of a monster. Power becomes scary in hands of ignorance. And I'm scared about my people, and not only, like I said, the Mexicans, all the good, hardworking immigrants.
Yeah, I think the election night was when I felt alarmed. I've been a community organizer and an activist for 15 years now, right? That night, it felt like a slap in the face to all of the work that we have always tried to do in terms of humanizing ourselves.
My name is Kifa Shah. I think we realize as immigrants how lucky we are to be here, and that's why we want to create a society that's more welcoming for others to be here.
You said it was a slap in the face, and I take offense to that, because you're saying you worked so hard, and yet we worked so hard too, to elect a president of the United States that we think will enforce the laws, will enforce the United States Constitution. And it wasn't to be racist, or it wasn't to boot you out of the country, and it was to enforce the First Amendment. It's actually to enforce your freedom of speech. I understand why you're scared, but as a white Trump supporter, I am scared of this presidency because I have lost my freedom of speech. I have lost my freedom of religion. I have lost my freedom to wear this shirt in the public just because I have a different political view. Now I'm the enemy in my own country.
I think that that's unfortunate that that happened to you, but it's almost like you have some semblance of the reality that people of color live with for centuries here.
But I've never seen that. And
That's the first time you felt that, right?
Right, but I'm just going to let you know that my neighbors are black. I have Muslim neighbors. I have neighbors of all kinds. When we go to the grocery store and I'm picking out yogurt who looks like someone just like you.
But it doesn't mean that you experience the same thing as me, even though we eat the same yogurt.
But nobody in my county treats people like that. It's just not done.
I don't think you would be able to say that. I lived in Orange County up until a few months ago. If I'm at a mall or if I'm even at the beach, right, I get a lot of strange stares. I even feel like a lot of people after the election came up to me asking me about my positions, my religion, my identity. So what I'm trying to say is, like, I can actually relate to what you went through, because that, to be honest, is a shred of similarity to what people of color have always felt.
And since we came here and when we were born, basically. Sure.
I believe in immigration, but I am against illegal immigration.
Oof.
My whole thing is assimilation, right? So like making sure that the cultures match. If, someone in the Middle East who's gay will be killed, right? That's a thing, and it's horrible. If someone with that culture somehow makes it through vetting and comes here and then sees a gay couple, kissing or whatever, they're gonna freak out, or they're gonna react very differently in a way that, we're trying to move past and we're not trying to be held back by. So I believe assimilation is probably one of the most important factors of why we need legal and not illegal immigration.
My thing is about money. An awful lot of people who came here legally don't want illegal people being able to come or get free college. It costs $118 billion in welfare benefits. That's a huge, why do I have to pay so that Walmart has cheap workers? My name's Ken Unger. I don't have anything against immigrants. It's a political problem. It's not an immigrant problem.
I was an illegal immigrant at one point in my life. I am not anymore. But ultimately, we left a country of war, a country where extremism and terrorism was a reality. And this is something that was on the daily, oppression towards women.
But if we don't have legal immigration, then we'll have that here. We want you to come and be safe, but don't you want that for everyone else? It doesn't matter where you're coming from.
I think it might be a misconstrued or a misconception to think that the illegal immigrants might bring up